Hello and welcome to Med Simplified. I'm Dr. Umar Malik, and in this video we're going to talk about polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is also known as PCOS. Polycystic ovarian syndrome or PCOS is a condition in which a woman's ovaries and adrenal glands produce more male hormones than usual. These hormones include testosterone, dihydrotestosterone, and androstenedione, and these are collectively known as androgens. Now you may be confused that androgens are male hormones and why would they be present inside a female's body? But androgens are produced in females as well. However, in very minute quantities. They are very important for proper hair growth, metabolism, and a host of other functions. So while all women produce some androgens, women with PCOS have higher levels of these male hormones, leading to increased hair growth, acne, and weight gain. This condition can also cause irregular periods and can also be associated with infertility and an increased risk of miscarriage. PCOS is also linked with a lot of health conditions like metabolic syndrome, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol levels, heart disease, uterine cysts, and an increased risk of endometrial cancer and osteoporosis. It is estimated that PCOS affects almost 5 million women in the US alone, and it can wreak havoc on your hormones, metabolism, skin, and a lot of other areas of the body. Now please note, you can just manage this condition, not cure it. Doctors are still doing research about how to cure this condition, but till now, we do not have a definite cure for this problem, as it is for many other health conditions like diabetes, heart diseases, and cancer. So now what? While it is possible for women to successfully manage their symptoms with medication, hormone therapy, or surgery, but if you're looking for alternatives to traditional treatment, there are several evidence-based therapeutics that have been shown to be effective. Out of all these, diet modification and having an effective diet plan has been proven to be the most effective. So in this video, we will first take a look at the science behind how diet affects your PCOS. This will help you to understand the next part of the video, in which we will talk about some practical diet tips that you can easily implement, and in the end we will discuss in detail about a proper diet plan for PCOS for both weight management as well as weight loss. However, please note that it is very important to collaborate a diet plan with your doctor or dietitian before you start any diet modifications on your own. We also have another video on our channel where we have discussed about 4 natural ways to manage your PCOS symptoms without taking medications. You can also check out that video by clicking on the banner in the top right corner. So let's first start with the science behind how diet and PCOS are linked. Now, managing your diet and caloric intake makes a huge impact upon your PCOS symptoms and how fast this disease progresses. Until recently, it was believed that diet was not an important aspect in the treatment of PCOS. However, since a recent discovery regarding the role of insulin resistance plays in PCOS, many experts now believe that diet should be a definite part of the treatment plan of PCOS. Some of the most important factors regarding your diet that you should focus on include managing your caloric intake, reducing your saturated fat intake, and including foods with low glycemic index in your diet. We will discuss about all these points in detail later in this video. Now, a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition concluded that the timing of your caloric intake can have a huge impact on the blood glucose levels, insulin levels, as well as the testosterone levels. Women with PCOS who ate most of their daily calories at breakfast for 12 weeks significantly improved their insulin and glucose levels, as well as decreased their testosterone levels by 50% compared to women who consumed their largest meals at dinner time. The effective diet consisted of a 980 calorie breakfast, a 640 calorie lunch, and only 190 calorie dinner. Spacing the carbohydrates out during the day will cause less rise in blood sugar levels that leads ultimately to a lower insulin peak. Now, at what time you take your calories, what type of food you eat, and how much you eat all affect the level of insulin that is released in your blood, and insulin plays the major role in the development of PCOS. Exactly why and how PCOS develops is not quite clear. However, most experts now agree that insulin plays a major role in this. Insulin is a powerful hormone that is released by the body's pancreas in response to eating food, especially carbohydrates. Remember, carbohydrates are also known as sugars. When your body senses that there is too much sugar in your bloodstream, it sends a signal to the pancreas to release insulin, which then transports the excessive sugar out of the blood and into the muscle, fat, and liver cells, where it is converted to energy or stored as fat depending upon the requirement of the body. Many women with PCOS have insulin resistance. This means that the process of getting the sugar out of the blood and into the cells is defective, and the cells of fat, liver, and muscles are resistant to insulin. The pancreas must secrete more and more insulin to get sugar out of the blood and into these cells. So high levels of insulin or hyperinsulinemia can wreak havoc on the body, causing a huge range of health problems like polycystic ovaries, weight gain or difficulty in losing weight, high blood cholesterol levels, heart diseases, and diabetes. The discovery of insulin's role in this disease has brought into spotlight the very important role of diet planning in the treatment of PCOS. Earlier, doctors used to treat individual problems that arose due to PCOS like erratic menses, excessive hair growth, acne, difficulty in losing weight, etc. But now the treatment is mostly being focused to address the underlying cause, that is insulin resistance. If insulin resistance is present, it is best treated with diet, exercise, and weight loss. Insulin sensitizing medications may be used as well, but most doctors prefer to start with diet and exercise and then turn to drugs if needed. Since now we have understood why diet and insulin resistance plays such an important part in the treatment plan of PCOS, let's look at some of the actionable steps that you can implement in your daily life to manage your symptoms. Number 1. Your daily caloric intake should be between 1400 to 2000 calories, depending upon your weight and your activity levels. Later in this video, we will discuss about how you can calculate your daily caloric requirement. Number 2. Try to eat most of your calories in the breakfast. Your lunch should include lower calories than your breakfast, and the last meal, that is the dinner, should be the lightest meal of the day. Like we discussed earlier, the study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition indicated that an effective diet plan for PCOS included a 980 calorie breakfast, a 640 calorie lunch, and only 190 calorie dinner. Number 3. Do not eat carbohydrates by themselves. Instead, combine them with foods that include proteins and healthy fats. Number 4. Try to select lower glycemic index foods as they will cause a slower rise in blood sugar. This is very important as glycemic index is an indicator of how rapidly the food turns to sugar in the blood. The lower glycemic carbohydrates tend to have more fiber than the higher glycemic foods. For example, bran cereal has a lower glycemic index than cornflakes. In other words, select breads, grains, and cereals that are unprocessed as possible. Number 5. Space the carbohydrates out during the day. This will cause less of a rise in blood sugar and a lower insulin peak. Number 6. If you feel hungry after eating a light lunch or dinner, you can try one very effective solution that has always worked for me. Before eating my lunch or dinner, I eat a very small serving of green salad that includes carrots, cucumbers, broccoli, and peas. After eating a small serving of salad, I have my dinner or lunch and I feel much fuller and less hungry afterwards. So these were some easy actionable steps, and you can start implementing any one or two from today only, and these will help you a lot, trust me. Now let's discuss about making a proper diet plan for PCOS patients. No diet plan can be applied to everyone. Every diet plan depends upon the person's weight, their activity levels, and their goals of weight management or weight loss. Weight loss is very important in decreasing insulin resistance in obese females. And since the majority of females with PCOS are overweight, regulating the amount of caloric intake is very important. To start with, you must calculate your maintenance calorie requirement for the day. Let's look at a simple method of doing that. So if you are moderately overweight and physically active, you should multiply your weight by a factor of 15. And if you are highly overweight or obese and you do very less physical activity, you can multiply your weight by a factor of 10. For example, a 30-year-old female with a weight of 145 pounds who exercises 3 times a week for 45 minutes, she would multiply her weight by 15. Therefore, her maintenance caloric needs are approximately 2175 calories per day. And similarly, if we take an example of the 30-year-old female with a weight of 190 pounds who is not physically active, she would multiply her weight by 10. Therefore, her maintenance caloric needs are approximately 1900 calories a day. So like I said earlier, this is your daily maintenance caloric requirement. That is, if you eat these much amount of calories every day, your weight will remain stable. But since most females with PCOS are obese, weight loss is very important. Weight loss is actually the key to decreasing the insulin resistance in obese females with PCOS. Now to lose 1 pound per week, you must subtract a value of 500 from your daily maintenance calories. For example, in the second female with a daily requirement of 1900 calories, to lose 1 pound per week, she has to take 1400 calories per day. And in the case of first female with a daily requirement of 2175 calories, to lose 1 pound per week, she must take 1675 calories per day. I hope you got that. Similarly, if you want to lose 2 pounds per week, you have to subtract 1000 from your daily caloric requirement. Remember, it is not recommended to eat less than 1200 calories on a regular basis, as this may slow down the metabolism and can be nutritionally inadequate also. Now let's look at a meal plan for a requirement of 1500 calories per day and see how you can space your caloric intake throughout the day, which will lead to a slow rise in the blood sugar levels and a lower insulin peak. Like I said earlier, that breakfast should be the heaviest meal of your day. But for many females, this cannot be practical as they can't eat a very heavy meal first thing in the morning. So we will divide our meal plan in 3 meals and 2 snacks. I will also mention some of the healthy food options that you can choose from. For your breakfast, you should eat around 220 calories, which includes around 25 grams of carbs. You can choose from a variety of healthy food options like oats, whole eggs, different types of berries like blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and almond milk or oat milk are also good options. In between breakfast and lunch, you can eat a small snack of about 180 calories, which can include a serving of fruit like guava, kiwi, oranges, apples, or any fruit you like. You can also take a scoop of protein powder. Try to put it in a blender and add some fruits and make a smoothie out of it. It will keep your stomach full and it is very low in calories. For lunch, you should eat about 490 calories, which includes around 37 grams of carbs. Like we discussed earlier, try to eat a small serving of green salad before eating your lunch. This will make you feel more fuller and you automatically start to eat less afterwards. Try to include foods with a lower glycemic index like brown rice, whole grain bread or roti, quinoa, soya, curd, and sorted veggies like broccoli, spinach, kale, bell peppers, and other green veggies. If you eat non-vegetarian food, then it's a very good idea to include about 100 grams of chicken breast or a serving of fatty fish in your lunch. Lean chicken and fish are the best sources of protein, and like we discussed earlier, it is very wise idea to combine your carbs with some proteins, as this makes you feel fuller and you don't get that sudden feeling of hunger after 1 to 2 hours of having your lunch. Then in the evening, have a light snack containing about 180 calories and not more than 23 grams of carbs. You can include foods like green sprouts, fruits like bananas, and a beverage like green tea with wheat rusks. Other options for an evening snack include yogurt, nuts like almonds, walnuts, pistachios, chia seeds, flax seeds, and boiled eggs. You can also include coconut water in any of your snacks. It is proven to be very healthy and it hydrates the body. It also contains essential minerals that our body needs. After that, have a light dinner of about 400 calories, which should include not more than 27 grams of carbs. Try eating a small serving of green salad before you eat your dinner. Other foods that you can include in your dinner include whole flour bread or rotis, mixed veg curries, beans, eggs, fish, chicken breast, etc. So this was a comprehensive meal plan to lose weight in PCOS. But if you find all of this information very complex, I would like to introduce you to the Weight Loss Mastery Program online, which is a specifically designed course for females with PCOD who want to achieve sustainable weight loss and improve their overall health. This weight loss program is based upon latest scientific research and includes personalized meal plans, tailored exercise routines, and lessons from experienced professionals. I understand that PCOD can make weight loss challenging, but with the right guidance and support, it is possible to achieve sustainable weight loss, which will help you to address the underlying hormonal imbalances also that contribute to PCOD, weight gain, and developing healthy habits that will improve your overall well-being. One of the best parts about this program is that it has a 60-day, no question asked money-back guarantee. So if this program doesn't work for you, you will get a full refund. So you should definitely try this, as there is nothing to lose except weight, of course. Click the link in the description below to get 20% off on this course. And before ending this video, we will just talk about some foods that you should definitely avoid in PCOS. You should definitely avoid processed foods and foods containing refined sugar and refined flour like white bread, white rice, white potatoes, pastas, etc. Sugary drinks also lead to a massive insulin spike because they have lots of refined sugars. So it is a very good idea to just avoid them. Some other food products that you should consume include fried foods like potato fries, chicken nuggets, sweets like cakes, cookies, and chocolates. Thank you for watching this video on diet and PCOD brought to you by MedSimplified. We hope that this video has helped you gain a better understanding of how diet can play an important role in managing PCOD. In our next video, we're going to talk about excessive facial hair growth in PCOS patients, also known as hirsutism. Make sure to check it out. Remember, PCOD is a complex condition that requires a holistic approach to treatment, which includes a healthy diet, regular exercise, stress management, and medical treatment if necessary. It is important to consult with a healthcare professional before making any significant changes to your diet or lifestyle. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos on health and wellness. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will definitely see you in the next video.